I'm just going to continue doing my Warhammer Mod stream for Dominion 6, where I'll be playing with a kind of gimmicky Nightgoblin build um, in single player. So just going to be doing that, and I welcome any questions in the chat. I'll try and keep an eye on those. And yeah, let's carry on. So just to catch up back where we were, found some magic sites, which is very nice, including a bunch of gold sites this turn, I believe. Yeah, lots of gem deposits and things. And then we had a couple of battles, which I believe we watched. Oh, this is us checking out the throne, which is over here, the Caves of Mirror next to our capital. And we had a battle in Zox where it didn't go very well because we just didn't send enough stuff. And heavy infantry are tough for Nightgoblins, as it turns out. We had some stone trolls there. And then we had gold turn up, more and more and more gold, and misfortune everywhere. So we've got tons of gold at the moment, more than we know what to do with. We've got people out there searching. We've got a temple built, which means that we can now recruit Nightgoblin Shaman. They don't require labs, they don't require forts, so we can start cranking those out. We can only got one commander point per turn there, but we'll be cranking those out. And we've got enough gold that we can get some more squiggies and the like. Not much in terms of recruitment points here. We'll get some squigs over there, though. And we had discovered the Skaven, so we can go and fight them. One thing that I want to point out, or a couple of things I want to point out, we've had a new version of the Sombre Warhammer Mod. 1.05 is up, and I've made some changes in that, and a couple of the things were things that I'd added to the green skins. And you can see a couple of them on this recruitment page here. So we've got Snotlings, where you recruit one Snotling for 4 gold. They're really terrible, but they've got quite good morale. They're undisciplined. They just try and hit things with their pathetic little spike club. They're really just there as a kind of distraction and to soak up damage. But every Snotling also comes with an extra Snotling. Every one you deploy, you actually get 2 of them in battle. And those extra retinue Snotlings that are generated, they don't route kind of as a squad, because each of them is a squad on their own, apparently. So they effectively they die rather than route, basically. And that can be quite useful. So we may use some Snotlings just to show them off. The other unit that I added was the Common Troll. So we already had stone trolls available if you can manage to get a fort up, or if you manage to take over a mountain province, which I don't think we have yet. That was for Black Crag. And then for Bone Nose, the other Greenskins faction, they have river trolls that are available if you take a swamp. You can't make things tied to rivers, unfortunately, but you can make things require a swamp. So if you get a swamp, you can make river trolls as those, but not as Black Crag. But now both sides, in addition to that, anywhere they've got a fort, can make common trolls, which are a bit cheaper because they don't have any of the extra abilities, but they're basically the same as this is basically a stone troll, except that it's got lower protection, quite a bit lower protection than a stone troll, and lower magic resistance. So it doesn't have those benefits, but it's 5 gold cheaper, and you're still getting a troll, and you can get 3 of them a month instead of just 2 of them. So what I'm going to be doing is buying some trolls to try those out. I'll be buying some Snotlings to try those out, and then I'll just be using the usual stuff that we're using. So I think you've got plenty of gold, so we're going to keep getting Great Shaman. And what else are we going to get? I think we just needed more bitey firepower, really. So let's get some herder teams, and then we'll get some netters and clubbers. We might as well stick these on repeat, but I don't know if we will be repeating them every turn. Oh, we've got tons of logistics to do here. Quite a few fanatics as well. So do we want to go and attack this throne? It looked really nasty when we had a look at it. We don't have a huge army available at the moment, so no, I think I would build up more before I go attacking the throne. Do we want to send more stuff up onto the surface? The answer is probably yes. We were trying to expand up here. So we do have our 1 orc multi-hero, the Orc on the Wyvern. The war boss there who's turned up. We're going to give him orcs to lead around, and we're going to keep the Nightgoblins to the Nightgoblins because we're doing a kind of gimmick run. So let's just set those up. I don't think that's enough to take that. It might be because of the Wyvern. You know what? We're orcs. Let's go for it. So we'll tell the war boss and the Wyvern to hold and attack rear, and we'll tell our orcs up front to just go and rumble. And I think we may as well just send these Nightgoblins in as well. Let's go and take that. So we're going to keep recruiting orcs here for our war boss. And I guess we could recruit... We have we can bring some more troops over to help in the other fight. We'll send Grotslash over to help in this fight, and we'll recruit a goblin boss. If we've got any goblin bosses, we'll get one of them. We'll get some archers. Let's repeat recruitment on those. Now, underground, we have got to keep sending. So we don't have a lab here, so when we recruit the mages here, we're just going to send them back to research, which is fine. We're still searching, and we've got a reasonably powerful force here, and we've kind of beefed it up a bit more. But we're going to want to keep building up so that we can go and fight the Skaven. So I think fighting Skaven Blight is something that we definitely want to be getting on with. Unfrozen's horrible. Don't want to fight them. So maybe we just build up and get ready to attack Skaven Blight and just hang out here for the moment. That doesn't seem massively unreasonable. Let's throw up a temple while we're waiting. Do a bit of preaching. And I think we're on auto recruitment here. Yep, that's fine. So let's send, we've got lots of bosses available, so I'm going to send some sneaking up onto the surface, and then we're going to have these guys just stay here because we're going to want some more troops in Blackcrag before we attack Caves of Mirror. We've also got Spleen Stab available here. Are we recruiting over here? Yes, we are, so you can go and pick those up. Okay, that'll do us. What's our research looking like? Well, we've nearly got to enchantment level 3, then we'll be able to cast Gift of Giant Strength. We do have those... the ability to get Earth 2 mages. They are not that unlikely, so as long as we keep getting Goblin Great Shamans, we should be able to get those. So let's end that turn there. Josie Ferry asks, what was the unit above the Squig Rider? Let me see if I can see which one you're talking about there. I'm still having some issues with my computer running slowly when I'm streaming. It's fine when I'm not streaming, but it seems to not be handling the stream very well. But hopefully I'll be able to sort that out in the future. That's why these turns are taking a while. I think it must be a RAM thing. The stream is using up a lot of the memory that Dominions wants to use. At least that's how it seems. Just checking an issue with my headset. That's done. Right, let's go and look at this before we go looking at our messages. What was the unit that was being asked about in the chat? Question was from Josie Ferry, what is the unit above the Squig Rider? Oh yes, sorry, this is the other thing that I'd introduced in the patch and I had not mentioned, but you're right to point this out. This is the Goblin Doom Diver. So in the tabletop game and in Total War Warhammer, the Doom Diver is basically a catapult that fires a goblin who's decided that the point of his life is to fly through the air on a brief sojourn with a pair of wings, and then with a big spike attached to his helmet, crash into something and kill it. So it basically fires a kind of limited homing missile that's just a goblin that kind of flies through the air screaming and then smashes into things. That doesn't really work in the Dominion's engine. Flying units, you can't have them just fly once and then smash into something. So I decided to reimagine the Goblin Doom Diver as a goblin that has got a similar mental affliction where he believes that the purpose of his life is just to charge straight into the enemy and launch himself at them. So here he is, but he doesn't have any wings, and he just runs along on the ground and is covered in nasty spiked armor. And the nasty spiked armor has lovely poison rubbed all over it. He's also berserker, so what he does is runs towards the enemy. He has, as you can see, absolutely terrible defensive skill, and he just tries to dive on them. He does a doom dive onto them, tries to get past the shield and spike them up. His spikes have got weak poison on them, and he can also punch them with this Spike Fist, which has weak poison on it. And if they attack him, well, he also has poison barbs. So he's quite similar to the Atlantean Coral armored troops in Dominions, where if you're attacking them with short weapons, you can end up getting damaged with poison yourself. So they're kind of similar to the Fanatic. You just put them at the front, you expect them to die, but they'll do damage to enemy units in the process. So that is the Doom Diver, and I will make some of those since you reminded me about those. We will be making some of those this turn. I think I'll take the repeat crewman off and we'll sort some of those out. But anyway, on to the messages. Bloodstream, our god has woken up. There's a battle in Zox for us to watch. This is our war boss on the Wyvern and a handful of just stuff that we're throwing over there at what remains of this force. Now hopefully we'll be fine this time because the war boss will go and rout the archers and maybe kill the commanders. I think this stone troll we didn't really position properly, so he's probably going to get destroyed, but maybe he can do something before he gets chopped up. Nope, not really. Right, where's that war boss? This is the crucial thing. Our orcs will survive for a couple of rounds in combat, but they are outnumbered. We need that war boss. There he is. So the war boss goes into the back and starts killing the commanders, and the plan is that he's just going to kill all their commanders, basically. Because he is very killy. And he also has fear. But we have lost a lot of our troops. War boss is doing great. They've gotten to my archers, but hopefully we're not going to rout because we have enough hit points left. And the enemy has routed because the war boss was chopping up their commanders. Simple as that. That's what you need. I mean, this is the great thing about having orcs. It doesn't really apply to the rest of our game because we're restricting ourselves to Nightgoblins, but having that one orc multi-hero is nice. So in Umbra, Nightgoblin boss has been promoted up. I should change this message so it doesn't say it's unexpected. That's a bit more for the next patch. Maybe I'll do that. But we've had one of our bosses being promoted. A unique hero has joined our cause. Now this is another thing that I'd introduced in just this patch, and this is a great coincidence. I had introduced a new hero for Black Crag, who is Skarsnik, the Warlord of Eight Peaks. And he is accompanied by his pet, Cave Squig Gobbler, and a bunch of Nightgoblins. So we get some Nightgoblins with him, and we'll look at him in a moment. So that's nice. Let's look first at our new big boss. So Black Eye, and he's got his little squiggly beast on a chain there. But he has come with a bunch of extra Nightgoblins that are up here, and I can put those on him in a moment. And then if we go back to our capital, we've got Skarsnik. So Skarsnik's cool. He's got his Ferocious Cave Squig Nobbler with him, who is very nasty, as you can see, and pretty tough as well, with affliction resistance and a bit of regeneration. But here's Skarsnik. He has good kind of leader abilities. You know, he's a very talented leader. He's got the kind of standard unsurroundable ambidextrous that they have. He's got Beastmaster, so he's good for, you know, shifting swigs around. He's got Taskmaster, so he's good at leading goblins, particularly good at leading goblins. And he also comes with the magic weapon, Skarsnik's Prudder, and this lets him cast Netherbolt every single round of combat, and it gives him some extra precision, so he's more accurate with it. But other than that, it's just kind of a decent magic weapon for, like a magic trident for close range. So what he does is just sits back, he's a great general, and he blasts nether bolts at the enemy. So that's what I'll be doing with Skarsnik, and I think, given that Skarsnik's now turned up, and I think he should have turned up with a bunch of Nightgoblins. Yep, so we've got some extra Nightgoblins here. We've got a big enough army that we're going to probably go and attack the throne, I think. And of course our god's turned up, Bloodstream. Josie Ferry says, thanks for answering. Quite a cool way to reimagine the Doom Diver. Such a shame this update came out after I joined a multiplayer game as Black Crag and not before. Yeah, so there'll always, because I keep updating it, there's always going to be a little bit of update remorse of like, oh, I'm not using the latest version. But, you know, my advice to you is, once that game's over, join another game and you'll get to enjoy all of the updated stuff. And of course you get to enjoy it in single player as well. But for multiplayer games, it's best to just use the static versions, because that way you're using a version and the updates aren't going to break anything. You're just using a static, the same version every turn. Right, let's get Skarsnik his gigantic army that he needs, because he is going to be leading the boys here. So let's get the Snotlings. Definitely want the Snotlings just at the front. Plenty of archers, so he can do formations, so we can stick our archers, which we're going to have plenty of. We'll stick them in a line, I think, just here, and we'll tell them to fire none. We just want them to pepper random targets. And we're going to have a big block of infantry at the front, which is going to consist of all of these Nightgoblins. Behind them, we can have our Javelineers, our loons. Let's throw our Maenads in with the Snotlings, and we'll just organise these guys into kind of rough battalions. We want it really big. The bigger the better for this unit, because it's going to absorb a huge number of casualties, I imagine, because they are just Nightgoblins. Although they do get the benefits of all this nice morale from Skarsnik. So we'll have them in a line at the front. And Skarsnik is going to have a scattering of fanatics that will go at the front as well and cause a lot of damage. I don't want to send all of my fanatics because they do all tend to just die. But I'll send what I can. Do we have another Nightgoblin boss to lead things? We'll put our lad Rockgrob. Have you got anything good you can cast? Not really. Envenom arrows. He can do that in amongst all my lovely archers. We definitely want to get our squig teams in there. I think what I'll do is put this... Yeah, maybe I'll just put the squig teams in with the main block. Now, my trolls are too fast. I can't be putting them in with the other guys. So I think what I'll do is take the fanatics and give them to Spike Nose. And then we'll take our trolls and our giant and give them to Skarsnik and put them separately. And I want them to come late to the fight. We'll just put them out of the way and they can catch up, basically. They can push through the other stuff. And then since we really want to win this battle, let's put the rest of our Nightgoblins in as well. So Scabdrag can have those. And we'll have one lot up there, one lot down there, Skarsnik up here. And Skarsnik's job is just to cast spells because he has the Netherbolt. So he's just going to stand there and cast spells. So we've got Envenom arrows from Rockgrob. Have we got anyone else that can do stuff? Little Get's got Nature 3, that's cool. I don't think we've got anything for Nature 3, but it's cool to have him there. Do we need some blessings? Yeah, we do, because we've got our... These are our archers. Where are our loons? Have I not put the loons anywhere sensible? Oh, sorry, they're at the back there. Let's just have little Git stand over here and cast Blessing a bunch of times. And then, after he's done that, I don't really care what he casts. Do what you want, mate. Should we have some more Envenom arrows? Let's copy this script. Let's stick it on Grumsnick. Yep. So, bunch of happy boys there. In we go. Have we got anyone here that we can add to the troops? Got a handful of stuff. Have you got anything good you can cast? Mechwart. Got anything good? We've got Strength of Giants. I do like the idea of casting Strength of Giants a bunch of times. We'll have them just turn up late. Oh, actually, we don't want to... We've got a commander here who can lead those. So, in we go. Have I got anything good that Nashbiter can cast? No, not really. But I really want to win this battle, so I'm just going to throw him in on Servant of Carriage duty. Off you go. Right, that's a pretty big commitment there. Hopefully it'll work out, who knows. I know that they've got tons of just stuff, animals and things. Bloodstream, let's just have you research for now, unless there's something good you can cast. Not really. Right, up on the surface, we have Norska and the Empire next to us. We, of course, won over here, but he hasn't got his orcs that he needs. This has got tons of population in it, and I think what I'm going to do is actually recruit orcs up. Recruit yeah, keep recruiting orcs there, and I'll send my new goblin, and he can make a fort up there in a Bokte. Make a temple as well. Just keep recruiting these little goons. You can patrol. Oh, we should be putting our troops on Black Eye now, shouldn't we? Let's do that. Because he is the best general we have. Him and, of course, Grimdreg, who is a big boss. But he is an orc, and you know how I feel about orcs. They're just not Nightgoblins. We're fully committed to the Nightgoblin nonsense here. Are we looking like we could have a go at Skaven Blight? I mean, at some point, definitely, but I think for now, just preach and patrol. We'll wait a couple more turns. We'll get some more. I think we need a bit more actual offense. So, Squigs are the way to do that, I think. Still got plenty of money. What do we need? Just more temples at the moment, actually. So let's send out some more temple builders. Oh, they've got a temple there, which means they can start recruiting mages. Haha, very nice. Time to get some more forts and things, probably. Isn't it? Well, we're about to, so I guess we're saving money for that. You can throw up a temple. Oh, we want temples underground, though, so yeah. We can make mages with those. Alright. Oh, I forgot to recruit troops to the capital that turn. That was silly. Yeah, I was going to recruit a bunch of Doom Divers to show those off. Okay, next turn I'll recruit a bunch of Doom Divers. Not paying enough attention to what I'm doing. I really do need to fix these performance issues. If these keep going, I might have to cut the stream short. I mean, my computer's very old. It's been holding up fine until recently, but maybe it's just a bit long in the tooth. Research and enchantment, lovely. We've got some other things to do there. Bloodstream has discovered what the thrones were that I hadn't discovered, of course, because he's woken up. Plague Vomit the White King has claimed the high throne in the name of Nightbane the Brilliant One in the Sky, so that's Nagashazar, I think, their White King, unless there's vampires in the game, I hadn't actually checked. And then we have a big old battle in Caves of Mirror, so let's watch this. So the Fanatics, I'm hoping, are going to do a bit of damage, but they're mostly going to hit kind of rubbish at the front. But they should obliterate a bunch of DAs here. Yep! Absolute destruction. The Snotlings are swarming in, they are terrible. Skarsnik's firing off nether bolts. Ooh, a bit of slowdown there. More than a bit of slowdown, a lot of slowdown I'm experiencing right now. Let me pause this. Maybe pausing and unpausing it will do the trick. No. This is really a shame. It's just running really poorly. Yeah, I can't I can't imagine how bad this looks on the stream because on my computer it's turned into a slideshow, like from my perspective. So I think we might have to drop out of this, and I might have to kind of work out what's going on with my PC before I do further streams, because that was running so badly. Yeah, I'm getting warnings about the stream bitrate, but it's not that. It's not even the stream that's the problem. It's it's my PC's running really slow. I'm just gonna try and free up a bit of memory in case that's the problem. But I don't think it is. Let's try running that again, that battle, and we'll just see. If it goes really slowly, I may have to stop the stream. So it seems to start off okay. Fanatics crash in, lots of damage, lots of projectiles. I like the envenom arrows there. The nether bolts are coming in. The deer run away, the boars are crashing into us now. But we've got lots of stuff up front to get into a fight with them. More nether bolts coming in and blowing boars up. We could have used more archers here, I think. Oh, and here are the trolls. The trolls are now wading in. And they should do quite nicely, the trolls. Yeah, they should be kind of vomiting on and bashing with clubs these vinemen who have quite low defense. The trolls are quite good at killing them. And they're relatively durable. There's the giant. Blasting the middle. The Cynocephalians killed our troops on this side. They're the toughest troops the enemy has. Fighting them with some squigs. I think we're going to overcome this middle section here, just kill all the vinemen and push through. And we might cause a side rout at that point, I'm not sure. Although our troops are breaking, our big block of troops at the front are broken. We've got the giant in and the trolls, who will kill a bunch of Cynocephalians, I'm sure. We've still got our archers at the back. Okay, the dogmen are running. Vine men have been almost deleted, and the independents are now running, so we can get rid of this. The tyranny of druids, I think their big druids already run away. Where's he gone? Yeah, he's either dead or run. There he is, the archdruid. Well, not the worst outcome. Let's look at the casualty reports. We lost a troll. I don't like to lose a troll, we did lose one. Skarsnik got 17 kills just blasting nether bolts out there, which is very cool. 10 mayonnaise, doesn't matter. 35 Nightgoblins, does not matter. Archers, clubbers, don't matter. Look at the damage the Fanatics did. 11 killed, but they got 97 kills as they just obliterated the deer. The loons actually did really well, only lost 2 of them and killed 32 things. I think that was mostly throwing javelins. Yeah, loons have like, how much ammo? 4 ammo, so they can throw quite a few javelins. Lost some squig herder teams, but they did kill a lot. You can see the effectiveness of those. Nightgoblin warriors, of course. And we lost 1 stone troll, but the 3 stone trolls did get 19 kills. So you can see there, oh, even the snarling's got some kills. You can see there we've got a real mix of like the killy stuff, like the giant who managed to kill 16 things on his own, and then just the chaff. Yeah, it was a fun battle. Right. Oh, bit of slow down. I expect there's some sloth in Black Crag. And a war boss promoted to Navoxte. Now, that's really important because it means that he could actually form the first war, which in a way is a bit annoying because it's supposed to be doing a Nightgoblin war, and then just having a multi-hero turn up and have the war is a bit weird. but that's just how he is. I think something I've noticed is whenever I look at the chat, whenever I switch over to looking in YouTube, it seems to be making the performance worse. So I'm not sure if there's a way of me pulling in so I can see the chat log without like looking at the YouTube stream, because that seems to screw up. I don't know. But yeah, the performance has really dropped down again. It's very, very frustrating. Who are these Norskins? A bunch of crocodiles, but mostly Norscan berserkers. And dragon ogres. That's a terrifying army for us to be looking at as Nightgoblins. And if the game would respond properly to me clicking, I could start to do something about it. It's just running so slowly. I'm thinking I might have to abandon this stream just because it's running so poorly. And yeah, which, I mean, this is probably going to be a problem for recording videos in general. If I'm having these problems with my PC, and I think the solution is just that I need a new PC, which I have been putting off, but this is a good sign that it is not coping. Yeah, given that the game is just currently really not responding to anything that I'm doing, and it is it's just PC performance, I think I'm going to call the stream there and stop, and then look into what I can do to fix the problem. Which is a shame. I was enjoying this, and I will keep this game going. I can still recover this game. It's it's a fun gimmick game so far. But yeah, maybe I'll do a video pre-recorded one so that the streaming's not interfering with the process. Just talking about the new patch, that might be a reasonable thing for me to do. People tend to enjoy those, just talking through why I've made some of the changes I've made and what they involve. So I think I will do that. Apologies for the technical problems, and I will catch people another time. So yeah, thanks for watching.